Don't feel frustrated when people don't understand, or understand your mindset, your way of thinking, your way of doing things.
You ever notice how a lot of people who try out spirituality, a lot of them have the same story
What's good, family? Welcome back to another episode of Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who needs to see this or who you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. These videos are for entertainment and educational purposes. I'm not responsible for what you do or don't believe. Take what you believe and leave what you don't. So when I was doing the affirmations for today, we got 5. We got 5 of them. And when I pulled mine, I got 2. So I have not read any of them yet. So we're going to read them together. Okay. I am confident in my ability to solve problems. Tackle a small problem head on and reflect on your problem-solving process. I am courageous and I stand up for myself. Practice assertiveness in a situation where you'd normally stay quiet. Though these times are difficult, they are only a short phase of life. Practice mindfulness or meditation to stay present and remind yourself that challenges are temporary and it's opportunity to grow. So, I let go of the past and future, living in the now. Close your eyes and focus solely on the present physical sensation for 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to set a timer. Okay, we're going to, after I read the affirmations, we're going to do a 30-second close our eyes and be done with it. Okay. I honor my need to rest and recharge. Take a relaxing bath or shower with your favorite scents. Ooh, that sounds amazing. But I'm in sober living right now, and I'm not taking a bath in that bathtub. I clean it. The bathroom's my chore, so I know it's clean. But I don't want to. I plant the seed of my next chapter. I am ready to grow. I am safe to expand. Yes, you are. I accept amazing opportunities today. Accept some amazing opportunities. Okay, the timer's at 30 seconds. So when the beep goes off, then we're done. Okay, ready? We're going to close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold for 4 seconds. Let out for 4 seconds. And just keep doing that for the 30 seconds. Okay, you ready? And go. That was nice. I have a shout out to give to Nate Bickford. Thank you for your support. You commented on my short yesterday, I believe it was. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And until but to do it, let's get straight into it.
You hungry? Because you know I'm finna cook. Your location actually dictates your value. Now I'm song right, do it. Hold on, give me a minute. Now, if you go to the corner store in the hood and buy a bag of Doritos, they're not that expensive. Then you go to a hotel lobby. They done went up. You go to an airport. They done went up even more. Crazy part about it is that the Dorito bag never changed. But just because you changed locations, the bag went up in price. You got to change locations so you can go up in price. Your family and your friends is not your target audience all the time. They're not going to always be your biggest supporters. They're not going to see what you're truly worth. They're looking at you like a bag of Doritos in the hood because that's all they're going to ever see you as until they catch you in the airport. They ain't got no choice but to pay the price you're worth. I'm telling you, change your location and your value going to change. Hit that follow button. I'm going to cook every time.
Ooh, facts. Facts.
I have just seen this video.
What am I really saying to you? I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters, please hear me on this. Don't spend major time with minor people. People doing nothing want you to do nothing with them. People going nowhere want you to go nowhere with them. If you want to change your life, change your relationships. If you're earning $50,000 a year, take inventory of your 5 closest friends. That's about what they're earning. And you're not going to earn a penny more until you start hanging out with people that are earning $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. Because you see, there's a system for everything in the world. I tell young brothers and sisters this all the time. I say, when I speak in high schools, if you're getting C's and D's, all you know how to get is C's and D's because there's a system for getting a C. It's a different system than getting an A. So if you want to get A's, you got to hang out with people who are getting A's and then copy their system. So if you're making $40,000 or $50,000 a year, but really desire to earn $100,000 a year, well, then you have to hang out with people who are earning $100,000 a year and copy their system.
Yeah, we need money to live, to do things. I get that, but the more money you make, the weirder you are. And I don't mean weird in a good weird. I mean weird, like you be doing some weird, freaky. I'm good on all that. I don't know. No, I don't agree with that. If you agree with that, that's fine. That's you. That is your journey. You value what you value. But I will say this. I hang out by myself. You want to know how big my circle is? My circle's a dot. It's just me in my circle. That's it. And my 17-year-old daughter sometimes when she chooses to be. But other than that, even my mom. Like, I love my mom. I love my family. But they're not supportive. And they don't get me. And I've been the oddball my whole life. And I don't care. I'm okay with that. I don't need to fit into anybody's idea of who I need to be. I'm going to be who I want to be. I'm going to do the things I want to do. Not what somebody else is doing. I'm definitely not going to hang out with people that are making a lot of money. Not because I'm not a winner, but because I know that I am going to do my own system. And I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to create my own reality. I'm not going to copy what somebody else is doing to get to where they're at in life. Because maybe that's not where I'm supposed to be. Do yourself. Be authentic. Be your true, weird, silly, fun self. All the time. And what's meant for you is going to be yours. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I will tell you this. I'm not going to hang out with people that complain all day or that feel victim or like I don't hang out. I don't even like to be around people because they suck my energy out of me. And I'm learning how to, when I get home from class, I'm so drained from class that I'm learning how to release that energy from myself. I don't know. All right, I'm done talking.
Your energy teaches the world how to treat you. If you carry doubt, you'll attract people who make you question yourself. If you walk in confidence, you'll attract people who respect you without reason. Life mirrors the signal you send. It doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you truly believe you deserve. That's why change never starts outside of you. It begins with a quiet decision to raise your standard for what you'll accept. The moment you decide you're done chasing, life starts meeting you halfway. The moment you decide you're worthy, everything around you begins to shift. Because you never get what you're asking for. You get what you're ready for.
That was a gem.
Transactional. I will only do this when you do that. Reciprocal. I do this because you did that. Manipulative. I'll do this so that you do that. Unconditional. I'll do this. Genuine. I'll do this with nothing in return. I don't expect you to do that back. Just peep the difference and understand this is how people move.
Yep. I expect nothing from no one.
A friend who becomes an enemy after a small misunderstanding has been an enemy all along. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. I've never experienced hate from someone who is doing better than me or looked better than me. People like you better when you hate yourself. People want you to do well, just never better than them. When people try to humble you, just know it's because you made them feel inferior. The more you like yourself, the more you're going to piss off people who don't. Some people only stick around because they're secretly hoping you'll fail. People wouldn't compete with you if they didn't already think you're winning. Let them talk. They're advertising your name for free. If you don't know who you are and don't have any identity, the world will tell you who you are. The longer you can keep on going without seeing the results of your efforts, the bigger you'll win in life.
Wait.
The people who say you think you're better than everyone, they already believe it.
Hey, jams dropped in that
Want
one.
to know the difference between someone healthy and someone toxic?
What's that?
Toxic people will create distance and give you the silent treatment because they're trying to teach you a lesson. Healthy people create distance because they've learned their lesson.
Ooh.
Yep. What she said. What she said.
Let me explain something to you. Old Helen is gone.
Ooh. She's out of here.
Don't feel frustrated when
Retired.
people don't understand, or understand your mindset, your way of thinking, your way of doing things, the way that you've let go of the old and you're walking into a new, and you're like trying to bring everybody over with you, but they don't have the inventory, bro. They can hear truth right in their face. You can say to someone, Jay, Easter bunnies don't lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. What are we doing? And they're still going to do the same thing. You can say, respell Santa is Satan. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's right. They're still going to have a Christmas tree in their house. Fast food is not real food. You can tell someone this, but they're still going to do what they want to do. And I stopped getting stressed out over it. I stopped being upset.
Got to. Do you, baby. That's all you can do.
And another thing, you're not broke. You're in between blessings. Stop speaking that over your life. I'm broke. I made a video the other day saying, go get your hair done. In all the comments, I'm broke. No, you are not. You are in between blessings. Stop speaking that over your life. When you speak that you are broke, you will be broken. Okay? We don't even need that right now. We don't need that negativity, sis.
None of that.
You are not broke. In between blessings, point blank, period. Because you never know how short your in between actually will be. So if you just proclaim that you're broke, you're broke.
Nope.
There's nothing there. There's nothing coming in. You don't even expect a blessing because you're broke. But if I'm in between blessings, in my in between season, I'm going to figure it out because my next blessing can be on the other side. I'm just in between it right now. But I ain't never going to be broke, and neither will you.
I don't even say blessing anymore. I say radiance. I'm in between radiance.
There are a few phrases that I would not say because I understand how the power of the subconscious mind works. And I understand that your subconscious mind cannot distinguish whether something is a joke versus reality. I never joke about my health. I never say this is why something always happens to me. I also never say to somebody else, oh, that is just my luck when it comes to my health. I never say that. I never make jokes about my finances. Even jokes that are like disparaging to me, you know, for another person, I never say that. I never say that I'm broke. I never say that there is lack. I never say that there's not enough money to go around. I never even hint at that at all. It will never come into my mind. I don't care how much money I have in my bank account. You will never, ever, ever hear me say that out loud. I never joke about my appearance. I don't care how I'm feeling or how I'm looking. I will never say that I'm unattractive, that I'm ugly, that I look like SH, you know, finish the rest. I never even make a joke about that. Your subconscious is picking up on that, and it will only reflect back to you what you say. I never make statements that are absolute about my day. So I never say this is just my luck, or this always happens to me, or this would happen to me. I always bless this day. I say thank you, God, for this circumstance. I know that it is either a lesson or a blessing. I never say that I am going to unalive. I don't know how to say it, but starting with a D, I never say that ever. I never joke with somebody else and say you are unaliving me if something is so funny. I never say that. I never say anything about being unalive. You are impressing your subconscious with that information, and your subconscious is only going to look for ways to confirm that to you. It is so common for friendships to get together, like friends to get together and then just say disparaging comments about themselves to each other. It reminds me of that Mean Girl scene, and everybody was saying something that they didn't like about themselves, and then Katie was like, I have really bad breath in the morning. I'm not going to say anything that is going to affect me or anything that I don't want to come to life. Anything that you say, you have to understand it can come to life, especially if you're saying it over and over and over.
You're manifesting because you're feeling that frequency, that vibration.
Did you know being called queen is actually an insult? Etymologically, the word goes back to Middle English and is derived from queen with an EA instead of an EE. The definition of a queen, and I quote, is a low-born woman, a hussy, a prostitute, a concubine of a king. In Middle Dutch, it's spelled queen, Quene, and it means worthless woman. The EA spelling was changed to EE in the late 15th century, right around the time that they changed the OU in mourning. We've already learned that words are spells, and that's why they are spelled. And just because you change the spelling of the word does not mean that the word no longer carries the same frequency. The powers that were will do anything to stop you from rising above. And that includes changing your vocabulary to make you forget who you are. To be honest, our ancestors ruled empires anyway, so the correct terminology would be empress. Let me know if you were aware of these facts. Also, let me know when you plan to wake up and take your power back.
That was a gem. I liked that video. I showed that video because until I saw this video, like, I knew that our words were spells. It gave me a little bit of a better comprehension of the words, and it makes perfect sense. Like, they tell us, you know, like morning, like good morning, but it still holds the frequency of morning. Week, weeks, day, days. It still holds the frequency of being weak, of still being in the days. And so queen, because I know a lot of us women like to be like, I'm a queen. I have queen tattooed on my thing right there. I want to go get that removed. I don't want to speak negative vibrations over this whole situation with our language. I will say this though, learning new words. Maybe instead of saying you're a queen, just say I'm divine. Because yes, baby, you are divine. Or like she said, empress. You know, walking around being like, I'm an empress. People are going to look at you like, bitch conceited. She's conceited. No, baby. I know who I am. I'm confident. And I earned my confidence. And a lot of people don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. I earned my confidence. I deserve to feel good about myself. I deserve to say positive things and uplifting things about myself. It doesn't make me conceited. You have to watch a person's actions, not only listen to their words. Because if a person is speaking confidently about themselves, you have to see, like, what are their actions? How do they treat other people? How do they behave at home? And a lot of people don't see each other at home, but like my roommates, I have 3 roommates, and they see me at home. They know I'm the same here that I am over there, that I am out into the world. And I don't care. You can call me conceited all you want. I am the farthest thing from conceited. I know I'm beautiful. I know I am. And I'm allowed to say I'm beautiful without feeling guilty or feeling like I'm conceited. I am a beautiful, strong, powerful woman who is stepping into her purpose that the divine created her for. I know who I am, and I love me today. You can get there too. Oh, and men, stop calling your woman queen. She's not a queen. She's a divine empress. She is beauty. She is radiance. She is magical. I just wanted to bring awareness to that word because a lot of men call their women queen. Stop doing it. She's not a prostitute. And she's definitely not whatever to the king. Whatever. Anyways, okay, let's keep going.
The universe doesn't respond to good or bad. It responds to energy, patterns, and nervous system states. Good and bad are only perceptions of your mind, and the universe operates on laws, not morals. Just like gravity doesn't care if you push a baby or a criminal off a building, they both face the same fate. The laws of the universe respond to frequency, not fairness. And good people often carry stress and responsibility, which shapes their energy. And if you believe you must be strong and self-sacrificing, your subconscious mind attracts similar situations to keep you in those roles. And the stress nervous system stays in environments that feel familiar, even when they are unhealthy. And life mirrors the pain you suppress, not the goodness that you offer.
Jim.
This is a photo of a human placenta, and this is a tree. This is a photo of river network, and this is a human veins. This is a lung scan, and this is a tree branch. This is a photo of brain neurons, and this is a photo of the galaxies. This is the inside of a tree, and this is our fingerprints. This is a leaf, and this is the palm of my hand. We are part of nature, of all this existence. God created the human on his own image. So you are God experiencing life in the physical form. If you ever wonder and ask yourself, what's the purpose of life? You are the universe experiencing itself.
That is so beautiful. That is the most beautiful, bro.
This video is going to show you in perfect divine proportion about how everything is connected in this universe. There is no mistakes. Everything is one big spider's web. This is the sequence of pi being irrational, and it creates this beautiful spiral pattern into infinity. And what's happening here is it's creating the Fibonacci sequence, the flower of life, which is the mathematical sequence of this entire universe. It is the fingerprint of the creator itself. The divine blueprint of consciousness is what you are looking at right now. And this is evident everywhere in our world, guys, everywhere. It's all around you. It is divine creation. We are all built in perfect symmetry, and so is nature, so is this universe.
You are perfect just the way you are. Beautiful.
I've said this a million times, but let me say it again. The Garden of Eden story, as everything else is in the Bible, is a metaphor. When you take the divine masculine and the divine feminine, okay, Adam, the physical, Eve, the anticipation of a future, and you don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which is to say, you don't define the creation of God as either thing. You allow the creation to be what it is. You live in the garden. But when you start to define reality, good or bad, based on information given to you from the serpent, which is your brain and your spinal cord, this is why they tell you that Satan rules over the physical world, because your spinal cord, your brain, is responsible for the illusion of a physical world. The serpent says, if you eat of this tree, you will be like gods. That is the ego. The ego thinks of itself as a god. But the truth is that if you just exist as the awareness of reality, you are God. Not like one, you are one. You are the one. There is only God that exists. If there is anything in creation, it is God. So the Adam and Eve story is a metaphor for taking yourself and placing yourself upon a pedestal in which to judge reality, instead of putting your faith in reality and just allowing it to be as it is. And if that's not obvious, jewelweed, which is the cure for poison ivy, always grows next to poison ivy.
What?
This is the Garden of Eden. Fucking duh.
I forgot to get the cuss word out. I'll try to mute it.
What happens to Jesus in the Bible? He is born of a virgin. In September, the son is born of a virgin. He's crucified. December 21st, the sun goes through a cross called the Southern Cross. He's in the tomb 3 days and 3 nights. December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th is the winter solstice. He's born again on December 25th. The sun moves in its trajectory. 30 years after his birth, he goes into the waterman John. 30 days after December 25th, the sun goes into the waterman Aquarius. He goes on to select his disciples from fishermen. The sun goes into the sign of Pisces, the fish. He becomes the Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world. The sun enters Aries that takes away the cold of the winter. He sits at the right hand of the Father. In the northern hemisphere, the sun moves to the eastern sky of the right side, and summertime comes. He becomes the Lion of Judah. The sun enters the sign Leo, and it becomes the Lion, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All of these things are the sun, the universe, the logos, proportion. Because inside of you, when you crucify the flesh through your meditation, when you separate from the thoughts and the pineal gland opens and the melatonin begins to flow, that which is the solar energy down here begins to rise just like that does. As a result of the crucifixion, it raises itself up to the pineal gland of the brain, which is Aries, and then it kicks over to the right hemisphere of the brain, and summer comes to your life. Spring comes to your life. All things become new, and the winter of your soul gives way to the newness of the summer of your life, and things begin to explode in new life and rationalization and understanding, even to the point where you can come to grips with the fact that Jesus was the Logos, the 888, the all-encompassing universe, which means I understand now why he says, you will find me inside of you. And the things I have done, you can do, because I am the Logos, you are the Logos, we are all the Logos. We have no reason to blow each other up.
Amen.
We are all 801. We are all Alpha and Omega.
So you mean to tell me the devil is out here catching strays for generational decisions that you all keep making on purpose? I mean, at this point, the devil might need a defamation lawyer. We have to stop blaming demons for damage that the ego does. The devil didn't tell your mother to shame you into obedience or your father to abandon you emotionally. It wasn't the devil who told you all to protect Uncle Johnny. It was your obsession with the family image. It wasn't the devil who covered up the abuse. It was your fear of what people might say. And that's why these families become so religious, because they know faith gives them the exit ramp. But let me give you perspective. These are real people making real choices, and you all love to baptize these choices in religion so you never have to face what really happened. And here's the thing. When you get addicted to handing over accountability to a spirit, you turn people into untouchable saints. So just know, when you spiritualize the story, you sanitize the truth. So the devil didn't have to destroy the family. That spirit sat back while you all hid behind religion long enough to do it yourselves.
Ooh.
You ever notice how a lot of people who try out spirituality, a lot of them have the same story was, oh, I started to feel negative all the time. I started to hear and see demons all the time. So I went back to religion and my life went back to normal. You ever notice how a lot of them have that same story? Let me break this down to you real quick. You was seeing and hearing all this negative stuff when you went spiritual because you was doing it to yourself. You went into spirituality with no full understanding of it yet. You thought this shit was going to be hunky-dory, just meditation and crystals all the time. But when you realized that's not what it was, you ran back to religion. Because when it comes to spirituality, you're in it on your own. You come to this understanding in spirituality that you are the devil and God. You are your angel and your demon. You're everything. Every time you experience positive shit, you're doing it to yourself. Every time you experience negative shit, you're doing it to yourself. And a lot of people will just hop into spirituality without that understanding. And that shit will cause you to go insane. That shit will cause you to see and experience a bunch of negative shit. And because you were previously religious, you're now thinking it's the devil getting to you. It's demons getting to you. That's bullshit. You're convincing yourself of that. No one is doing anything to you but you. They'll say they went back to religion and, oh, it was the best decision I ever made. Jesus saved my life. No, the fuck he didn't. You just now have that security blanket again of not having to take accountability for yourself and your own actions and your own past trauma and your own dark side. Spirituality is for strong-minded people. It's not for the weak.
No, it is not. That is rough at times.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
My life is beautiful.
My life is beautiful.
My heart is beautiful.
My heart is beautiful.
My face is beautiful.
My face is beautiful.
My body is beautiful.
My body is beautiful.
My intentions are beautiful.
My intentions are
I
beautiful.
deserve to be seen.
I deserve
I deserve to be seen.
I deserve
I deserve to be seen.
I deserve to
I have a magnetic aura.
I have a magnetic
My life
aura.
is glorious.
My life is glorious.
Everything that I desire is mine.
Everything that I desire.
Everything that I desire is mine.
Everything that I desire.
Everything
is
that I
mine.
desire is mine.
Everything that I desire.
Everything that I desire is mine.
everything that I desire.
All love is flying to me.
All of it's flying.
All money is flying to me.
Our money is flying.
All success is flying to me.
All success is flying.
Everything I desire is mine.
Everything I desire.
I belong here.
I belong
I
here.
belong here.
I belong here.
My life is beautiful.
My life is beautiful.
My life is beautiful.
My life is beautiful.
My face is beautiful.
My face is beautiful.
My eyes are beautiful.
My eyes are beautiful.
My heart is beautiful.
My heart is beautiful.
I deserve to be seen.
I deserve
to be seen. Hey.
A perspective shift that changed everything for me was when I realized that every time you hear a rule, every time you hear like, oh, you have to do it like this, you have to post like this, you have to make the song like this, you have to fucking paint like this. Every time you hear a rule, you do the exact opposite. You hear me?
Yes.
You do the exact opposite of that rule. Every time you catch yourself trying to make something perfect is a moment you are abandoning yourself. And when you abandon yourself, you are no longer magnetic. And the things that you create are no longer magnetic. The way you move is no longer magnetic. What's the opposite of magnetic? Repellent. Who is more magnetic to the things that are for them in this life, that are healthy for them, that are going to help them flourish in this life? Who is more magnetic? The one who is themselves and knows who they are and has fun and prioritizes fun and truth and honesty and being as honest as they can in their videos or music or paintings or whatever, or the person who is trying to satisfy an audience that is craving for them to be honest. I'm gonna go on a whim and say the one who is more magnetic is the one who trusts themselves and says, fuck the audience for the audience. You get it?
Yes.
If any of this makes sense, let me help break down a little bit more, okay? The best thing that you can do for the audience is be selfish as fuck. Excuse my language, okay? Because I know family and friends are watching this now. I love you. You're amazing. And, you know, I appreciate you seeing this. But listen, okay? I wouldn't be able to do this if I prioritized what you thought about me. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So, I love you to death. Everyone who sees this. But guess what? You're the last thing on my mind. Create like a maniac, and whoever doesn't get it, doesn't get it. And whoever does will stay in for the long haul.
That part.
They don't know who you are.
What he
They
said.
They don't know how you think. They don't know the crazy ass visions you have of what is possible for you, because guess what? So many times you have placed bets on other people's potential, and now it's reverse. You are falling in love with your potential. There's no way you're gonna let yourself down, because guess what? You know when you're lying. You know when you're lying, because when you're lying, it feels like your videos are a task. It feels like your videos or your music or whatever it is you love doing is a task. This isn't a 9-to-5 job. This is your life. This is your life. This is your freedom. This is your expansion. This is beyond a job. This is beyond a career. This is infinite flow state glitch. This is, you can go anywhere you want. This is expansion. This is abundance. Okay. Money is flowing your way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Money is flowing your way. Breathe. Okay, cool. Fun. Yeah. He. Respect yourself. Self-expression and self-respect. You heard? Rockstar shit.
Rockstar shit.
Let me remind you guys of this truth. We live, we love, we lose, we learn, we let go, and we love again, okay? There's always new love. We live, we love, we lose, we learn, we let go, and we love again. We don't become bitter. We don't close our hearts off. We love again, and this is the cycle of life.
Cycle of life.
They want you to pick a side, to be one thing, to fit neatly into a box, good or bad. light or dark, spiritual or material. But that's a trap. The greatest beings, the ones who truly shifts worlds, are living paradoxes. They're both calm and dangerous, both divine and human, both infinite and grounded. They can sit still in the storm because they are the storm. A paradox isn't confusion, it's mastery. It's knowing you can hold two truths at the same time. You can be humble and still know your power. You can love deeply and still let go completely. You can walk in light while understanding the dark. That's balance. That's divine neutrality. That's freedom. Christ was a paradox. A king who washed feet. A lion who became a lamb. A man who died to live forever. Every master held opposites within them. Because creation itself is built on duality. Birth and death. Chaos and order. Masculine and feminine. One cannot exist without the other. When you accept both sides of yourself, you stop chasing perfection and start living truth. You realize you're not meant to choose one side of the coin. You are the coin. You are the bridge between worlds, the paradox itself. Be disciplined but free. Be wise but curious. Be silent but thunderous when it's time. Because the paradox is your freedom. In being both, you become whole. You're not a label. You're not a system. You're a force of nature. Unpredictable, unbreakable, divine. Be a paradox. Because the world can't control what it can't define. If this message hits your spirit, like, comment, and share it so others awaken too. Follow for more truth. And if you're ready to unlock your hidden power, grab my $22 book. Link in bio or coffee store. It's time to remember who you are.
You are God, and the Bible tells you this. This is how important this is. Matthew 21:12. Jesus went into the temple of God. But where is this temple? Is it a man-made structure? Corinthians 3:16. Do you not know that you are the temple of God? Which means Jesus does not go into a church or a man-made structure. To go into the temple of God, it tells you there. You are the temple. He goes within himself. This is why the side of your head is called a temple. It's the temple of consciousness. When I say you are God, your name is not God, your personal identification is not God, your job, your reputation, that's not God. But when you turn off the mind, you're left with the observer, the one who's observing the mind, observing the thoughts. That is God. The very spark of consciousness, of life. That's God. Luke 11:52. For you have taken away the key of knowledge. You did not enter in yourself. Jesus is telling you, go within yourself. The Bible tells you to meditate, go within. But the church tells you meditation's evil. This is how twisted the system is.
Bruh, right.
Why do they have snakes with those babies? Well, it's because they're performing an experiment. You see, these babies have not been taught to fear snakes. So even though the parents are tripping out, they're doing perfectly fine. But I mean, what is the point behind all of this? The point is to prove that fear is learned behavior. Look, these babies are not even tripping about those snakes. And the fact is, this is the true reality of most things that you fear in life. Somebody taught you that. Now, obviously, yes, there are threats out there. And yes, snakes can be dangerous. But real talk, most of the things that you fear in this life, somebody taught you, or you're just imagining it. A wise man once said that fear stands for false evidence appearing real. And what this experiment proves is that most fear is just a story that somebody else wrote for you.
was good.
Hey, I saw a post that said, imagine getting no support and then boom, you're a millionaire. And I promise y'all that's how it go. Because when you start something that no one else is doing, when you step out of your comfort zone and do something out of the ordinary, it really messes with other people's confidence. It really have people like looking at you like, who she thinks she is? Who he think he is? Like he need to go to work like the rest of us. No, when you decide that you want to be more, when you decide that you want better for yourself, when you decide you want to be different, the people closest to you going to be looking at you in the most judgmental way. To the point they won't like nothing. They won't share nothing. They will not support you in any type of way. I'm talking about family, your closest friends. That's just what it is. But strangers that you ain't never met a day in your life is going to support you like no other. Yep. They are going to be the ones that push you over into being a millionaire. They're going to be the ones who genuinely like you and like what you have to offer. But them people closest to you ain't going to give you no support. But guess what? They always looking. They always creeping. They see it all, but they'll never support. But guess what? They also going to have to be the ones that witness your success one day too. When you finally make it to the top and you become a millionaire, they gonna be the main ones like, dang, I remember when she first started. Yeah, you remember, but you ain't show no support. You ain't show no love. And you were supposed to be the closest people to me. Man.
Facts. She is 1000% correct on that statement. I stand 10 toes down with her on that because it's true. I tried to show my brother my channel, for support because I was excited about it. I'm like, look, I got this channel, and bro, he's like, I don't need to fix my mind. My mind's good. Are you kidding me? This isn't about like getting your life together as far as like physically, which it is, but it is about realizing that we were the problem the whole time. It's taking accountability for our behaviors. It's your perspective. It's how you look at the situation. And just, even if you feel like it's not your fault, you have to find the reason why it is. That is how you change your life. That is how you change your mind to be better, to think better. A lot of times I catch myself talking to myself like I'm a toddler. Like, no, we don't think like that. Stop. Don't, no. And so if I do get a negative thought, when I get a negative thought, I'm training my mind to switch that negative thought to something positive. It's a skill. I say it all the time. It's a skill. You have to practice it. It's not going to just happen overnight. And dude, talking about the spirituality and religion, he's 1000% right also, because, when you become spiritually awakened to what's really going on in this world and realizing that you were the problem the whole time, and realizing nobody's coming to save you, it's empowering. But if you're not prepared, if you're not mentally stable, it will mess with you. I agree with him. It absolutely will mess with you because you're unable to comprehend what is happening. I have had some freaky things happen to me since my awakening. I don't get scared. I'm not afraid. When you do the work within yourself and you choose light over dark, the dark cannot mess with you. And even if the dark does mess with you, you don't give it attention because you already know what it is. You know what I mean? It's empowering. It's exhilarating. It's beautiful. It's magical. And I love it here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love being who I am today. And it's only up from here. As I sit and patiently wait for this man that the divine has given to me, as I wait for him to heal the parts of himself that he's healing, I'm beginning to realize, like, I'm sitting here waiting, but there's still work to be done. Like, yeah, I can send him cute little videos and, make things like letting him know, like, hey, I'm thinking about you. I love you. I can't wait for you to come. Like, I can do all those things, but, if I'm not continuing the work within myself, on myself, for myself, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm able to comprehend, and that's all that matters. As long as I comprehend what is happening, and as long as I comprehend what needs to be done. Listen, bro, I have this TV, and something was just moving in my TV, and there's nobody here. Stuff like that happens to me all the time. It's wild, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it because I know what it is. And also, real fast, I just want to say this. The Holy Trinity. So the divine has really been working on me like not reading the Bible from front to end, but parts of the Bible. And my mom had asked me a question a while back. She asked me if I believed in the Holy Trinity. And I said, yes, I do. But that's been something that I have been pondering, because I know who God is. I know who Jesus is. I know all those things. But what is the Holy Trinity? Well, I was brought to, I can't remember where it's at in the Bible. But anyways, where it was talking about the commandments. And it was talking about honor your mother and your father. That, comprehending that the Bible is metaphoric, our mother and our father, it's not talking about our earth mother and our earth father. What I got when I was getting the message is that the Holy Trinity is the mother, the father, and the child. We are the child of the mother and the father. We are the Holy Trinity. The divine feminine and the divine masculine. And then there's this physical body. That is the Holy Trinity. And when you're aligned and you're balanced and they both equal out, that is when it becomes the Holy Trinity. Isn't that beautiful? I was so excited. I'm going to make a video on that. But yeah, that was some exciting information that I received. So, anyways, thank you for tuning into Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody that you think would enjoy watching this, or you think needs to see this, share it with them. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 yet. And I pray the divine radiates love and kindness and compassion and abundance and peace and joy and all the things over your life today, tomorrow, and forever. So I see you on the next one. I love you.